Today, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announced some plans for police reform at the state level, including ways to easily track the disciplinary records of officers looking to move from department to department.
WCPO 9 News reporter KRISTEN SWILLEY spoke to the local union president and shares why he believes this bill has the wrong focus.
FOP President Dan HILS says to his knowledge, problem officers moving from department to department isn't a major issue, and he feels the focus should be on addressing the violent crime problem in some of Ohio's largest cities. Still, the governor says this is a top priority.
We're going to talk now about police reform in Ohio.
In the wake of the Derek Chauvin verdict in the death of a 16-year-old girl killed by an officer in Columbus, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine says a new bill would bring transparency and change.
It is time that in Ohio we begin to treat law enforcement as the professionals that they are.
A bill to be introduced in the coming days is sponsored by a former Montgomery County sheriff and would bring a long list of new initiatives: a peace officer oversight board, a use of force database, and an officer discipline database among them.
Someone can go from one police department to another, and if they left under bad terms and that officer doesn't even report that he worked at the other law enforcement agency.
FOP President Dan HILS says the focus is on the wrong place and the charge coming from the wrong people.
It's literally like politicians are stepping over dead bodies that are taken by criminals to grandstand about things about police that are not really problems. They're more, it's more people's perception than it is true problems.
HILS says change has to happen on the local level. He says Cincinnati has already made strides.
That reform is led by Chief Isaac, and that's where it should be led from, not from a state executive or a state legislator.
DeWine highlighted other reforms that have taken place since last summer, including a chokehold ban and body-worn cameras for Ohio State Highway Patrol. KRISTEN SWILLEY, WCPO 9 News.